We are here at the Football Writers Association event at the Ham Yard Hotel. It's my great honour to introduce Paul Elliott to the channel. WeAreTottenhamTV, welcome to the channel, Paul.
Welcome. Thank you very much indeed, guys. Wonderful to be here.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. So the season starts this weekend. Are you looking forward to the new season? What are you looking forward to specifically?
Well, it's amazing because every year, you listen to all the parlance and everyone says it's going to be a great season. And I think this is going to be a greater season. And the reason has been the scalability of the investment made, particularly into the top end of the game. I mean, it's been spectacular. And I'm so fascinated with the scale of the acquisitions and the investment made. And I think that certainly they talk about the Premier League as the most exciting, league of the world. And I think I can see that and I understand that why.
You talk a lot about the investment, as you just said, that a lot of the clubs made. As is well documented, Tottenham haven't bought anyone so far this transfer window. What do you think of our summer? Do you think the continuity will help us, or do you think we really need to spend big to compete? I
think the continuity is important. I mean, if I be, in my opinion, being very honest about Tottenham, their 11 is magnificent. The 11 is as good as any 11 in the Premier League. However, it's a strength in depth. I mean, that's critical. And I think, for example, somebody like Manchester City, they could build a big squad because they pay massive wages. Tottenham is run extremely well. Daniel Levy, I've got a high regard for him. He's a proper businessman. He runs it very astutely. And I suppose, in terms of the acquisitions, previous, you look at Jansen, you look at Sissoko, a lot of big money spent. Yeah. But I think you've got to be a little bit patient. You're hoping it's that second season factor that they can really come on and fulfil their potential, because the key concerns is somebody like Harry Kane, if you lose him for 4 or 5 weeks at a time, you can see, particularly last season, the effects it has on the team. But listen, I'm a huge Tottenham fan. I just love the manner in which you play. I think the manager Pochettino is outstanding. He's got a very special team there. And if you're a young player now, just a young footballer, whether you're English or European, Tottenham's a great club to go to, because if you're good enough, you'll get that opportunity in going to the first team. And they've got an ethos where they invest in young academy players as well. So I'm a huge advocate of Tottenham.
As Spurs in the last 2 seasons, they've had the best defence in the league, and as a defender yourself, you know how hard it is to defend the goal. What would you say is so good about how Spurs defend? What the differences between other teams?
Well, I think at the end of the day, you look at your 2 centre-backs, and you have Vertonghen and Alderweireld. I mean, what I like is the balance, one natural left-footed, one natural right-footed, and you've got the 2 full-backs. Obviously, you've got Rose on one side, obviously Walker's gone, you've got Trippier that I think is tremendous. And behind that, you've got an outstanding keeper. So you're back 5, and then you've got your holding midfield players in front of them, and Wanyama. I mean, if you look at the way the modern game is played, that's your solid rear guard. And I think there's a tremendous, the way they play, they press high when they haven't got the ball, and they retreat, and they're very compact. And I just think that, the manager, his ethos, he's got tremendous, innovative, simplistic way that somehow it kind of galvanises the team. And I just believe that, if you look at all the big prizes, defence is key. If you've got a solid defence, you've got a solid rear guard, and then Tottenham offensively are as good as another. But the problem's always been, they've gone closer this season than the previous one. They went to the last 4 or 5 games, which is like the next level. So I think the model's right at Tottenham. As I said, I'm an advocate of the whole structure, the vision, the strategy. And what I do think, if you're going to sort of go to the next level, it is all about squad depth. That's critical.
And finally, what are your top 4 predictions for the season? Who do you reckon will win the league, and who do you reckon will make up the list?
It's interesting, isn't it? Because you've got to turn and say, the Northwest, Manchester United, Man City, they're going to be there or thereabouts. They've all bought very well. And then I think you've got Tottenham comes into that mix. And then I think it's going to be probably Chelsea. Yeah. I think Chelsea could be there. Again, they've got a similar thing about the squad depth, but Chelsea's going to be very, very close indeed. But I think the same. What's going to be so predictable? You're going to have so many teams taking points off each other. Yeah. You look at Everton's acquisitions; they've spent a lot of good money this summer, and then you've got Liverpool. Although I think Liverpool, top 3, I'm not sure, 4th, 5th possibility.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, Paul Elliott. Thank you for coming on our channel.